there, my name is Dr. Marissa May. In this video, we'll be using the composition of functions for f of x as 3 minus 2x and g of x is negative x plus 1 to the second. So for a, I'm going to begin with f of g of 1. Now, working from the inside out, I'm going to begin by replacing the 1 in the g function, replacing x with 1 in the g function. So that would be negative 1 plus 1 to the second. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 to the second is 4. Then I stick a negative on it. So I'm looking for f of negative 4. Now that means I'm going to go to the f function and replace the x with negative 4. So 2 times negative 4 gives me negative 8. And 3 minus negative 8 gives me 11. All right, let's do g of f of 0. So this means I'm going to do g of f of 0. So we begin on the inside by replacing x with 0 in the f function. So that would be 3 minus 2 times 0. All right, so 2 times 0 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. So we get g of 3. Now we're going to go to the g function and replace the x with a 3. And so that would look like negative 3 plus 1 to the second. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 to the second is 16. And then we put a negative on it, giving me negative 16 here. All right, now the last two are a little tricky because we're going to do f of 2. So we're going to do f of 2. So we begin in the f function by replacing the x with 2. And that would look like 3 minus 2 times 2. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4. 3 minus 4 would give me negative 1. So now I'm looking for f of negative 1. Now we're going back to the f function and replacing the x with a negative 1. So 3 minus 2 times negative 1, or 3 minus negative 2, which gives me 5. All right, we've almost done it. Let's do one more. We're going to do g of negative 3. So I'm going to begin with replacing the x in the g function with a negative 3. And that would look like negative 3 plus 1 to the second. Let's think through this. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 to the second is 4. Put a negative on it, gives me g of negative 4. Then I'm going to do the same thing, this time replacing the x with a negative 4. So I've got negative 4 plus 1 to the second. Think through it with me. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 to the second is 9. And then we put a negative on it, gives me negative 9. All right, lots of little details here. So make sure you focus in on those so you don't miss them and don't miss any negatives. All right, bye for now.